For the last couple weeks we've been working on building our web pages. Now we're going to actually upload it to the internet. How are we going to do that? Well, what we need first is something called a File Transfer Protocol Client, FTP. And what we're going to use to do that is a client called FileZilla. In the Lessons tab for this week, we have a link, so we can just click on Download FileZilla Client, and that'll bring us to the FileZilla site. When you get here, there's a number of options, again, depending on your operating system. For Windows, the first one is highlighted, and it is good for 32-bit systems, and you can also use it for 64-bit systems. Windows 7, Windows Vista, it'll work either way. So that's the one I'm going to choose. Of course, if you have a Mac or you're using Linux, you'd have to choose a different option. Clicking on that link. Again, basic process. You've been through this before for downloading. Give me a little ad, so I have to wait a few seconds to get to the download. Here we are. Save file. And now it's downloading. 48 seconds. So it's going to take a little bit just to download. Okay, just about finished up now. And my usual virus scan. And then we're going to double click on the icon once it's finished downloading and run. Then just a few seconds. Again, it's asking me, do I want to allow changes on my computer? I'm going to say yes. And here we have a license agreement, so I'm going to click on I agree. Now, I've already installed this, so it's asking me to add, remove, or install components or uninstall it entirely. So I'm just going to go ahead and add. Yours will have a different front screen if you've never loaded this before. I'm going to tell it anyone who uses this computer can use it. The rest of these screens are similar to what you'll see with the first new installation. Components to install, again, just accept the defaults. Unless you want to change the folder where it's loading things, accept the default for the destination folder. And I'm going to accept the start menu and go ahead and install. It's a relatively small program, so you can see it's zipping through it pretty quickly. Now it's extracting. Okay, just about done now. There we are, completing it. I'm going to leave the start FileZilla now. We're just going to launch right into it. A lot of pauses here as it goes. Here we go. Just going to maximize this a little bit. And FileZilla is now installed. Okay, so that's a quick video on setting this up. You've been through some installations already, so this should be relatively easy for you. In the next video, we're going to go into a little more depth about explaining how to set up and upload the files, and we'll give you your username and password so you can do that.